Well, greetings, YouTube model people. How's it going? Okay, coming at you here with a video to provide more details regarding this very ambitious group build I am hosting for 2023. It is going to be titled the U.S. Armed Forces Group Build. And the idea of it is to build one model to represent each branch of the U.S. military or armed forces. So we have in alphabetical order because I don't want to show any favoritism. I know there's a lot of pride amongst the individual branches. So in alphabetical order, we have the U.S. Air Force, the Army, Coast Guard, the Marines, and the Navy. Okay, so here's some rules, and well, not rules, but really some details. One is you can build subjects from any era. It could be World War I, World War II, Korea, whatever. Any time in history that there's something to represent each of those branches, you are permitted to build. Okay? The second piece is you can use a started model if you wish. So if for some reason you have a project that you were working on and it got tossed to the side, you can certainly bring that back to the bench and finish that up as part of this group build. Also, any genre is welcome. So you can build figures, vehicles, planes, whatever, as long as it represents the U.S. Armed Forces, each one, right, each project, you're good. So one may say, okay, if I got a handful of 1/35th scale figures, one for each branch, and put them on a base, there you go. That would probably be the quickest way to, if you wanted to try to complete a model for all 5 branches. So, you know, basically, again, I really honestly don't expect too many people to do all 5. The idea is just to be involved and to follow along and to just participate. So if you can get 1 done, that's awesome. If you can get 5 done, I will say this, I don't exactly know how I'll work this out, but I'm going to acknowledge you with a token of some sort of thanks if you do complete all 5, because that is a lot to do. So the build runs from January 10th, 2023 till December 31st, 2023. If you go past the deadline, that's not going to be a big deal. Obviously, we'd love for you to hit the deadline, but again, I'm way past my deadline on a few builds, so no big deal. The other thing is, and I'm very tentative in putting this out there, but maybe it'll be okay, I'm not sure. But I will make a recommendation that check with the other people who are hosting group builds. But it doesn't matter to me. If you double dip, so to speak, I don't even know if that would be a correct term, but if you double dip with the group build. So let's say you're building, you know, I don't know, let's say it's a, I don't even know, let's say it's a M4 tank, right? Or something like that, or a tank. Let's say you're building a U.S. military tank and somebody has, you know, like a tank group build going on. Well, you could say, well, this is part of that build and it's also part of this build kind of thing. I hope that makes some sense. So, you know, again, you know, I have no problem with it, but maybe double check with the people who are hosting the other group builds if they're okay with it. Like if somebody says, oh, you know, build anything that's a ship, and somebody decides to build a Navy, you know, ship of some sorts. Well, you can certainly, you know, make that part of this group build and, you know, again, double check that it's okay with the other group build. I hope that made some sense. Anyway, so that's it. If you have any questions at all, please comment below. I will definitely be checking them and answering them. And if we get a lot of them, I'll do a video. And also, you know, again, don't feel pressured to do all 5 models to represent all 5 branches. You know, maybe if you served in one particular branch, you know, go for that one. Or maybe your father served in one, or your uncle or something, right? So again, I would love if you can do all 5, but again, if it's only 1, if it's only 2, that's awesome. I appreciate it very much. So that's it for now, folks. We'll talk to you in a bit. Cheers.